What's going on, guys? It's GBP baby. Welcome back to another video. I hope everybody's doing well. And yeah, as you can see, price didn't do just as we anticipated today, nonetheless, in terms of trading deeper into that 4-hour bullish order block, which I wanted to see a reaction of. But with non-farm payroll tomorrow and with the charts looking like this in general, in terms of probability and what I'm genuinely expecting, I do not have a clue. Like in terms of how much consolidation we're in, I did want to see an up close week, so I am going to still keep that in mind. And that means if that's the case, I'm looking for this bullish order block to hold its position. So let's just get rid of everything for now. We'll mark out the high of this bullish order block, and then moving into tomorrow, we'll have to see how price treats it. But honestly, bullish order blocks, non-farm payrolls always get me off guard, which is why I don't trade them or suggest trading them at all. And the reason I wouldn't be surprised if price did manage to send price higher again is because we can look at all this as manipulation. Now, don't get me wrong, non-farm payroll could easily send price lower right into these lows, which I do eventually believe are going to get tagged. It's just that because I'm so used to the kind of manipulation that non-farm payrolls deliver in terms of within the week, it wouldn't surprise me in the slightest if this was all just manipulation, because you can only imagine how many people have gone short on Wednesday, short today, and are probably chasing price lower, thinking that in non-farm payroll it'll continue to go lower. So we need to take that into account. That doesn't mean necessarily go for the opposite. I'm not just saying it because it's the opposite of what retail is going to be doing, but also because of my weekly bias, which at the beginning of the week, I stated was wanting to see an up close week. And if we look at the weekly right now, you can see we want a clear down close week. So if we were to have an up close week this week, that means we'd have to reach back up into these levels. And on the daily, you can see that's quite a stretch, but again, nothing I wouldn't put non-farm payroll past. Nonetheless, let's drop down to the lower time frames. We'll take a closer look. So I've marked out this range because as far as I'm concerned, if price is going to come away from this discount, as in it's going to trade higher, then it'll be within this range that we make the low tomorrow. So let's go down to the 4-hour, take a close look at price, and you can see our price is continuing to push lower. There's a little sell side liquidity residing below here. Let's get that delineated like so. And then obviously we have this up close candle is a breaker because we have a low, a high, a lower low, and price is traded on higher. So again, this is more reason as to why price is trade back into this. Technically, we should assume that can help turn price around. Now, yeah, like I said, I'm not probability-wise very low probability, but moving into tomorrow, nonetheless, I do want to see a continuation lower. I do want to see the sell side get tagged, but then it'll be nice to see if this bullish order block right here on the 1-hour can hold itself. If this gives way, then obviously we're on the wrong side. But and it's very much possible that we may give way to this during non-farm payroll. So we might get to 8:30. And then price trades through it then, and at that point obviously it's too late and whatnot, which is why we simply just don't trade it. It's really that simple, guys. But nonetheless, I'll be looking to see how price can treat these levels around here, and ideally if we do manage to get a nice bounce off that, then I'll be looking for these highs to start get traded too. But yeah, all obviously depends. Let's finish up. Let's go to GBP USD. I'm going to clear the charts here. As actually, we don't need to clear the charts. Price traded right through the consequent encroachment, which wasn't ideal today. But nonetheless, we have traded into this bearish order block right here. So let's get that open marked out like so. And if we're expecting dollar to potentially turn around, then we want to see pound turn around, right? So that means I'm allowing price to trade into this bearish order block. Where specifically? Well, it'll be the 50% level at the very highest, but I doubt price is going to be able to rally that high anyway. So I'm going to bring our attention to the 25% level instead. And I'll be watching this similarly to how I'm watching that level on dollar. And I'll show you what level I'm talking about. I'll be watching that similarly to how I'm watching these levels down here. So let's now drop down to the 4-hour, take a closer look. And you can see our price is just piping up. And again, there's that bullish order block open on the daily. Got some highs here and a nice bearish order block right here that lines up nicely with that 25% level. So it would be nice to see if price can wick up there and then potentially turn around. Again, same thing. And also there's a breaker, high, low, higher high. So this last down close candle just happens to line up nicely with that breaker low. So even more reason, this breaker low happens to line up nicely with that bearish order block on the daily. So again, even more confluence as to why I'd like to think price can turn around there, assuming we are bearish and that we can get down into our daily fair value gap. But yeah, it's very low probability in general. But look at the high resistance it's getting to get up there. We know that non-farm payroll is going to be one quick swoop, isn't it? So we can take that into consideration. And I'd like to think that it would run out. Personally, if I was on farm payroll, I would run out everybody. I'd run out Thursday's low, I'd run out Wednesday's low, and I'd run out Tuesday's low, because I can only imagine how many people are going long, thinking that price is just going to keep rallying. So that's how I'm looking at it. I know it seems a bit minuscule, so to speak, but I will be paying close attention to this range. Any higher than that, obviously wrong side. It is what it is. We go again next week. So we're going to finish up now on Euro USD. Same thing. So if we want to see it up close on dollar, we're looking to see if Euro can trade on lower. It is inside its breaker, so it's traded into the daily breaker low. It hasn't reached the monthly consequent encroachment, so we can allow for that. Ideally, this gets left open. That will act as a breakaway gap and will support our bias in terms of wanting to see lower Euro right now. So I'll be paying very close attention to that. Let's get rid of this for now. We'll drop down to the 4 hour. And you can see there's a nice bearish order block just above that monthly consequent encroachment. So let's get that marked out as a nice level to potentially reach for, maybe to create the high. And again, we've got a breaker, high, low, higher, high. So this massive candle, which lines up with the monthly consequent encroachment, more confluence as to why I'd like to see price turn at this point and then run out all of these lows into our original target. But again, non-farm payroll, guys, don't take everything I'm saying with a pinch of salt, and don't trade it. If you're going to trade it, do it on demo, because other than that, I think you're quite stupid. But yeah, you can see a nice bearish order block right there as well. So it'd be nice to see if we can keep rallying into that. And then if we struggle and start to get a reaction at that point, that would be nice and supportive of our bias. But obviously, easier said than done. We've got a nice high here, so there's going to be liquidity residing above there. So price may want to snatch that. And then, like I said, ideally we can turn, but at this point, guys, it is what it is. So that's going to be everything, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Very short video. Don't forget to watch I'd say watch my Sunday review if you haven't already. Yesterday's video didn't go to plan, which is completely fine, but it obviously means, you know, the building in liquidity and whatever. And if it didn't do it today, it doesn't mean it will do it tomorrow, but it just means it's more likely to happen tomorrow, right? Because there's only one day left. But yeah, that's gonna be everything. Don't forget to drop a like, drop a comment, smash subscribe, join the mailing list, join the Discord. And I'll catch you guys on Sunday for a Sunday review. Peace.